Hello, it's nice to see you all again. It's James here from James'JimJams. I had a comment on one of my videos that basically said, I don't know who the hell you are, but I'm instantly subscribing. That meant a lot to me, but also it made me realise no one knows who the hell I am. So that's the purpose of this video. I'm James, also known as James'JimJams. I'm enjoying a nice coffee. Thanks to my lovely wife. I'm 31. I live in the UK, in Lancashire. I'm very passionate about music, and I love anything as long as it's got a drum beat going to it, you know. Don't even have to have a drum beat, but anything musical. Really enjoy music. I like playing guitar. I'm not saying I'm the best guitarist in the world, but I do enjoy making my own things up and just having a little jam. I'm a family man. I've got a beautiful little daughter who's a month old now. And I've got a beautiful wife who does absolutely anything for me. I'm very, very fortunate to have that. Just recently moved into a new home, and this home that I'm currently in used to be my wife's grandparents' house, so it's a bit of a family home. And yeah, I'm fortunate in the way that I've been able to make a bit of a studio and start actually recording some content. So, my career path, I've always worked as a support worker. I enjoy supporting people, I enjoy helping people. My latest job interview that I went to didn't go too well, but you know what, that's fine. But yeah, that's sort of what I enjoy to do. I like to play music, and my way of playing music is to get a song, turn the song on, and jam. And that for me is the most enjoyable experience. I make these videos for myself and for my family, and so I've got a bit of something to look back on, you know. So I don't expect a massive following, don't expect much engagement, you know, but that would be really lovely if anyone decided they wanted to. My influences, as far as musicians go, are Joe Satriani, Steve Vai, Stevie Ray Vaughan, other blues guitarists, you know, I like a bit of John Mayer. I love Iron Maiden, I'm a big Metallica fan. AC/DC, you know, dad rock. I can't believe I'm saying that. Maybe I'm just getting on there, but maybe it's because I'm a dad. But yeah, so obviously I'm originally from the 90s, and that stuff's considered pretty old and boring now, but it's still what I enjoy. So one of my other biggest influences is my uncle. He taught me how to play the guitar primarily, and he showed me the basics of, you know, how to improvise solos over any song. And I'm really grateful that he did teach me that, because I sort of stand by what he's always said to me. He said it's a skill that no one can ever take away from you, and it is. And I get a lot from just sitting and playing on my guitar. You know, it's good fun. So big thank you to my uncle there for being a great influence on me. So I've got a lot of musical friends. I'm going to name a few of them for you now. So I've got my best mate, Ryan. Now, Ryan was primarily a guitarist, but he's recently taken up the drums. And he's a good drummer, you know, he's been playing for like 6 months, I think now. But he's doing really, really good on the drums. And it's nice for me, because I've always needed a drummer. I've always wanted, you know, someone to jam with in that sort of respect. He isn't just a guitarist, so Ryan's doing a good job with that, you know, and if you're watching this, Ryan, thanks for watching, mate. So yeah, another musical friend I've got Andrew. Now, Andrew is a great friend of mine, also a great friend of Ryan's. We've been friends for a long time. I've known Andrew since we were teenagers, really. But that guy also, not only am I lucky to be godparents to his 2 beautiful children, but he's a solid support network for me, and he helps me out a hell of a lot. And the guy can shred. You know, he's good on acoustic. I really enjoy listening to him play. He likes to play in loads of alternate tune-ins and things like that, and teaches me a good few things. So that's Andrew. Got my friend Dominic. Dominic, I don't know if you're watching, mate, but hello if you are. Dominic is one of my oldest friends. We met in primary school, I believe it was. Dominic's always been very much like me. We like Iron Maiden and rock music and things like that, and he plays guitar as well, so you might see him in a few videos. He's a really good guitarist. He's got a beautiful white Fender. He's had it for years. I kind of want it. So if you're getting rid of it, Dominic, you know, I won't say no, mate. I've got another friend called Tom. Tom has moved over to Croatia. But Tom to me was not only a good friend that I've known since high school, but he was someone who I recently reconnected with, and the guy is just so good at music theory and the understanding guitar. Now, I don't really understand much musical theory, like I really don't. Considering I've been playing for like 15 years, my knowledge of theory is not great. Well, Tom really helped me with that. I've never really had official lessons other than a couple of interactions with Tom, explaining things and actually like, you know, putting the puzzle together for me. So Tom, thank you very much for that if you are watching. And I hope things are going well for you in Croatia. I can't wait for you to come back and have a jam, mate. Come to the jam room, you're gonna love it. So yeah, that's Tom. If you are interested, I'll ask his permission first, but he does do online tuition as well. So I can put the link in the description for you if you like. But that'll be there when I've asked him. Got another friend, Josh. Now, Josh to me is like my gear guy, if you want to call it that. Josh is super into his guitars. He can play really, really well. Like, some of the stuff he plays astounds me. He's very knowledgeable. Like, he knows just so much about what guitar is what guitar. You know, he can probably tell you serial numbers and stuff like that. Like, it's just mind-blowing, the actual knowledge he knows. But unfortunately, my best mate Josh has also moved. I say unfortunately for me. He's happily married now. He's got a wonderful wife and a happy life. And he's enjoying himself over in America. And, you know, hats off to him. It's great to see. But we still stay connected, if you are wondering. In fact, he's sorted me out a little bit of a microphone, and he's currently teaching me online how to get everything set up, because he's really clued up, you know. So thank you very much, Josh, if you are watching, and I look forward to your next visit, which I know might be a few years, but can't wait to see you, mate. I'm missing you. I've got another friend called Harry. Now, Harry's not the most musical, but he is my best friend. The guy's got a decent set of pipes on as well. Like, he can sing, but he doesn't like to admit he can sing. But I'll get a little bit of a sneaky video of him in here and there for you if you like. But yeah, you know, there's not much to say about Harry other than we've been like this for years. He's always been there when I need him, and same goes for him. I'll always be there when he needs me. Got another best mate, and that's Daniel. His guitar is that one just there. He and I have been playing guitar together for, I actually don't know, to be honest with you. I'd like to sit down and actually remember when I started playing guitar. But regardless, Daniel's a lovely guy. He's currently got 6 kids, so getting him around is difficult, but I will be looking forward to seeing him soon. But, you know, Daniel is great at guitar as well. I'd consider him my rhythm guitarist. But the guy can do some good solos, don't get me wrong. I'm a bit of a one-trick pony. I just, you know, get on, shred, and that's me done. Well, that's not really making music unless you've got music behind you, so Daniel's always been that guy for me. And not just that, you know, just a great support network. So thank you very much, Daniel, if you are watching. But yeah, I'm going to elaborate a little bit more on my Uncle Gary as well. So I've been very fortunate that my Uncle Gary has given me my early inheritance. So I've got an amazing Eric Johnson Strat. I've got a fantastic Ibanez 2003. I got that wrong in the video, but 2003 Ibanez Jem. I've got an amazing JVM 410HJS, which is the Joe Satriani model, and all that came from my Uncle Gary. Don't want to get too personal, but he unfortunately had something happen in his life where he's lost the ability to play his guitar, and I'm very grateful that he's given me the tools I need to continue on his legacy almost. Like my Uncle Gary was a fantastic guitarist, and as I said, probably mentioned it earlier, he was one of my biggest influences. To see him playing guitar was like mind-blowing to me, and I think that was the reason I actually picked up guitar. So to be considered to own his guitars now, it's just a real honour, you know. I make these videos primarily for myself and obviously for my family, but it's more for my Uncle Gary because you can see what I'm up to and get some enjoyment out of it still. So Gary, I wish you all the best, mate. I hope you start feeling a little bit better soon, pal. But with that being said, yeah, I'm just a dude who likes to play guitar and waffle at a camera, apparently. So if you do want to carry on following, that'd be great. And if you don't, you don't, you know, like I say, these videos are for someone else. So anyway, thank you for watching, and I hope you all have a nice day, morning, evening, whatever it is. Yeah, peace out, guys.